Today was the final hearing in a months-long legal battle over this raccoon. The raccoon named May was seized from her West Seattle home by the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife.
It is illegal to have a pet raccoon in Washington. King 5's Alison Morrow was in that hearing today. Alison, sounds like it got pretty emotional.
There were a lot of tears, in part because, of course, this family has had this raccoon for now it's been 8 years since they found her. Take a look at this video. You can see May swimming in her backyard pond. She lived with the Greer family in West Seattle. They say no wildlife rehab would take her after they found her as a baby. They took her as a permittee, from another wildlife rehab, but that went out of business. The state said you can't keep a raccoon without a permit, so she's now in another wildlife rehab, very different from where she used to live.
She's spoiled rotten at home. She slept on the sofa, you know, she got to eat whenever she wanted to. She had cats to play with whenever she wanted to. She didn't have to climb up fencing to go to bed.
The parking lot cage is kind of rough, that's all. What we viewed of it, that's all.
So the hearing officer says he will take his time with this decision and announce it in writing at a later date. Again, now May's living in a facility where she's basically in a parking lot in a cage with another raccoon. She used to sleep on a denim pillow. She has this enclosure with a hammock out in her backyard. So the family says that they want her to come home because that's the life she's used to. The state says, nope, got to follow the rules.
Alison, a lot of people might be thinking, well, what's the big deal? I mean, they raised this from a little tiny thing. Why is the state so, I guess, thoughtful, so intent on
her not going back to the Greers? I think it's because at this point they're worried that May could become a precedent for future raccoon cases. What happens if May is allowed to come home and other people find raccoons around Seattle or anywhere else in Washington, take them home and look to May in future court cases saying, hey, if they were allowed to take home that raccoon and keep her, why can't we? So I really think this is larger than just May, and that's probably why the state is really putting their foot down about it.
When do you think we'll know?
It could be weeks, it could be months. I will say the hearing officer did say that he's going to take his time with this case and has said also today that he has not officially made up his mind. He's still thinking on this one.
All right, Alison.
Thank you.